Chapter 92 Titan Giant Ape. You are listening at novelfull.audio. What can make Zhao Wuji so nervous is naturally not a trivial matter. All gather and prepare to fight. Following Zhao Wuji's low growl, everyone acted instantly. Finally come. Yifeng, who had been waiting for this moment for a long time, rushed out of the tent immediately and appeared beside Zhao Wuji in an instant. Mr. Zhao, what's the matter? Seeing Zhao Wuji's appearance as if he was facing a formidable enemy, Yifeng also released his martial soul instantly, completing the martial soul possession. Dai Mubai and the others also followed suit, releasing their martial souls, and getting ready for battle. Yifeng, if there is any problem later, you take other people and leave as soon as possible, don't worry about me, do you hear me? At this moment, Zhao Wuqi already felt the danger, and began to explain the funeral. Okay. Yifeng didn't say much, after all, he had been waiting for this moment for a long time, and knew that there was no danger, but the appearance still needs to be done. Xiao Ao, prepare to fly the sausage. Yes. Oscar heard this, immediately took action, released his soul power, and began to make flying mushroom sausages vigorously. As a result, they had just started to act, and everyone suddenly felt their hearts beating faster, as if they were in great danger, and the hairs on their bodies stood on end. At this moment, two big trees not far away from the crowd silently separated, and a huge figure appeared in front of the crowd. Seeing this big guy, the others felt as if they had stopped breathing. And each of them froze in place, as if they were frightened out of their wits. It was a huge monster with a mountain-like body and a pair of eyes bigger than a lantern. No, it's the king of the forest, the Titan Giant Ape. Tang San, who was rich in theoretical knowledge, instantly recognized the other party's identity. But precisely because of the acquaintance, at this moment, he almost despaired. Dear King of the Forest, we have no intention of offending, and we are willing to leave your territory immediately. As soon as Tang San mentioned the King of the Forest, Zhao Wuji also knew the identity of the other party. He knew that the Titan Great Ape could understand human beings, so he simply lowered his stance and wanted to see if he could convince the other party. After all, Titan Giant Ape is a 10-year-old soul beast, and he is no match for title Douluo. He is a small soul saint, and if he really fights, he can't even escape. It's a pity that the Titan Giant Ape didn't seem to have heard what he said. Instead of stopping, it walked towards them. Bang! Bang! Every step is like stepping on the heartbeat of everyone, which makes people frightened. Xiao Ao, is your sausage ready? Let everyone eat it quickly. Get out of here quickly, and I'll stop him. Gritting his teeth, Zhao Wuqi decided to sacrifice himself so that others could take the opportunity to escape. In his eyes, these children have a bright future, and as their teacher, it is natural to ensure their safety. After saying this, Zhao Wuji didn't care what happened behind him. His whole body's soul power exploded, his martial spirit avatar activated, and his body suddenly swelled. Go quickly, I'll help teacher Zhao. Seeing Zhao Wuqi's figure rushing up, Yifeng took a deep breath, and also rushed over. At this moment, Yifeng had a strong admiration for Zhao Wuqi. He dared to rush forward to help Zhao Wuji. It was because he knew that the Titan Giant Ape would not dare to hurt them. As for Zhao Wuji, he didn't know this at all. In order to save them, Zhao Wuji chose to sacrifice himself. Yifeng can only admire Zhao Wuji's approach. I'm going to help teacher Zhao too, you guys leave quickly. Yifeng just rushed up. Dai Mubai gritted his teeth, and rushed up immediately. Brother Feng, I'll help you. Rays of light descended, instantly covering Yifeng, Zhao Wuji, Dai Mubai and others. The next moment, other Shrek students also took action. So many people didn't leave. How could they leave? Zhuqing knew that she was weak, but she could use the martial soul fusion technique with Yifeng, so she rushed towards Yifeng immediately. Thick flames were burning on Ma Hongjuan's body, and a phoenix ray shot out from his mouth. Immediately afterwards, Xiao Wu also rushed up, but she didn't rush up to fight. She was to stop the Titan Great Ape. To be honest, she didn't expect Ming to appear suddenly. A few days ago, she sent a secret message to ask Ming not to come to see her, but she didn't expect Ming to be so disobedient. Boom! Facing the crowd's impact, the Titan Giant Ape didn't care, raised its forelegs and swept across. instantly sending Zhao Waoqi, who was using his spirit avatar, flying. At the agreed time, a layer of black air wave emerged from the body of the Titan Great Ape. Before Yifeng, Dai Mubai and others approached, their bodies were blown away by the air wave. Yifeng only felt a huge pressure coming, and his body flew out involuntarily. Fortunately, when he was in mid-air, he tried his best to adjust his figure, and then he stabilized his body. When he looked up, he happened to meet Zhuqing, who was thrown out, so with a flap of his wings behind him, he flew over in an instant and caught her, and Dai Mubai wasn't so lucky, because he rushed ahead, was bombarded face to face by the black air wave. He couldn't help but spit out a mouthful of blood. He almost couldn't get up. At the same time as Yifeng acted, Tang San also acted. He stretched out his hand and a stalk of blue-silver grass emerged from his body, extending to Xiao Wu in an instant, helping her stabilize her figure. Of course, they didn't gain anything. Fatty's attack was insignificant, and he aimed at Erming's lower body. He burned it down. Although he wasn't injured, it still hurt a lot. Roar! Erming was furious, roared, kicked his hind legs, and his huge body pressed towards the crowd like Mount Tai, and he focused on taking care of the shameful sneak attacker, Fatty. Go back, go back. At this moment, everyone only felt the breath of death blowing towards their faces. Yifeng activated the first soul skill, his body turned into a stream of black light and instantly skipped over where Ning Rongrong and Oscar were, saving them. Fortunately, at this time, Zhuqing in his arms hugged his neck winkingly, otherwise he would have left Oscar behind. Here, Tang San also showed his power. Countless blue-silver grass sprouted from the ground, quickly wrapped around the others, dragging them away from the attacking range of the Titan Giant Ape. With a loud bang, the Titan Giant Ape hit the ground. A huge air wave hit. Before Tang San and the others had time to react, their bodies were already thrown away by the air wave. This is, the Titan Giant Ape that just fell suddenly stretched out its palm, and grabbed Xiao Wu, who was in midair. Xiao Wu, don't. Seeing that Xiao Wu was about to fall into the hands of the Titan Great Ape, Tang San's eyes turned red. I saw his hands touching his waist like lightning, and countless rays of light shot out like shooting stars. Knowing the power of the Titan Giant Ape, all Tang San's hidden weapons shot at the two eyeballs of the Titan Giant Ape. It's a pity that Tang San's hidden weapons were of no use to the Titan Giant Ape. He just closed his eyes lightly, and let these hidden weapons return without success. At the same time, his attack did not stop, and Xiao Wu was already caught in his hands. End of this chapter. Chapter 93. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Seeing Xiao Wu being arrested, Zhao Wuji's eyes turned red. He stood up, roared, and charged towards the Titan Giant Ape. Boom! The Titan Giant Ape swept Zhao Wuji away with a wave of his hand, without even looking at them, kicked his feet, grabbed Xiao Wu and jumped out, but in the blink of an eye, there was no trace left. Little dance. Seeing Xiao Wu being taken away, Tang San anxiously chased after her. Little San, wait, I'll go with you. Yifeng shouted at Tang San's back, then quickly came to Oscar, and grabbed the flying sausage he made. Yifeng, don't go, you are not the match of Titan Giant Ape. Seeing that Yifeng was about to catch up, Zhao Waoqi hurried out to stop him. It's okay, Mr. Zhao, Xiao Wu is our partner, I will find her back. The speed of the Titan Giant Ape is very fast, only I can catch up. Yifeng looked upright. So many people came to the Star Do Forest God. For this moment, how could he give up? Brother Feng, you have to be careful, don't be brave. Ning Rongrong held Yifeng's hand and said worriedly. Don't worry, I'll come back safely. Yifeng patted Ning Rongrong's head, flapped his wings, and chased in the direction Tang San left. Tang San and Yifeng both chased after them. Zhao Wuji couldn't stay any longer. He turned to Dai Mubai and said, take the others and get out of here quickly, I'll see if I can rescue them, they're all unruly peace of mind guy. Mr. Zhao, I'll go with you. Dai Mubai clenched his fists and said firmly. Yes, let's go together, let's die together. Ma Hongjun gritted his teeth and said. You guys. Seeing Zhuqing and Ning Rongrong, who were silent but determined, Zhao Waoqi raised his hand to hit someone, but finally put it down. Okay, let's chase together. Xiao Ao, hurry up and make flying sausages, hurry up. Yes. Oscar agreed, bowed his head and started making flying mushroom sausages. Here, Yi Feng's speed was very fast, and he caught up with Tang San in a short while. Little San, hurry up and eat the flying sausage, let's chase it together. Yi Feng flew up to Tang San, and handed over the sausage snatched from Oscar. Thank you. Tang San took the sausage silently, and said thank you with a gloomy expression. Xiao Wu's arrest had already made Tang San lose his position, and he no longer cared about being polite with Yi Feng. With Oscar's flying sausage, Tang San and Yi Feng's speed was much faster, but the speed of the Titan Great Ape was so fast that even Yi Feng couldn't catch up. Fortunately, the Titan Giant Ape was too big, and it ran rampant while running fast, leaving many traces, which allowed Yi Feng and Tang San to chase up along the traces. Brother Feng, I've run out of flying sausages. After chasing for a while, the wings behind Tang San suddenly disappeared and landed from midair. So fast, what should we do now? Yi Feng also landed, but he was not as anxious as Tang San, because he knew why the Titan Giant Ape wanted to catch Xiao Wu. Maybe he was still reminiscing about the old days. If he really caught up and let Tang San see that he was doing well, it would be embarrassing. It's a pity that Tang San didn't know this. Right now he was leaning against a big tree panting heavily, with an anxious look on his face. At this moment, Yi Feng's ears moved, a layer of joy appeared on his face, and then he quickly covered it up, staring at one direction with a serious face. The next moment, a huge spider appeared in front of Yi Feng and Tang San. This spider's body was pitch black, and its 8 legs were like spears. Every time it took a step forward, the spears pierced the ground silently. The most frightening thing is that there is an ugly human face with white stripes on the lower abdomen of the spider, which looks very frightening. Man-faced demon spider. Tang San called out its identity. The man-faced demon spider has many titles: the nightmare of the soul beast, the life swallower, the object of hatred of the soul master, and the evil killer. Various titles, none of them are good, but just because of these titles, it is enough to prove that the man-faced demon spider is a very powerful soul beast. After the man-faced demon spider appeared, it found Tang San and Yi Feng in an instant. Immediately, the man-faced demon spider brought up a phantom, and in the blink of an eye, it came in front of the two of them, raised its front legs and stabbed towards them. Be careful. Yi Feng's figure flickered, and he dodged the attack of the man-faced demon spider in an instant. Tang San also changed his footsteps at the same time, coming to the side of the man-faced demon spider like a ghost. Brother Feng, help me, I want it to be my 3rd spirit ring. Tang San's eyes were like lightning, with a layer of purple in them. His 3rd spirit ring had already been discussed with the master, and the man-faced demon spider was also one of his targets, but man-faced demon spiders were very rare. Originally Tang San didn't expect much, but now that he has encountered it, he doesn't want to let it go. No, this man-faced demon spider's age is too high, your body can't bear to absorb its soul ring. Yi Feng refused, afraid that Tang San would not believe it. Yi Feng hurriedly explained to him, look, the legs of this man-faced demon spider are already more than 3 meters long, which proves that its cultivation has been over 2,000 years, and you are only at level 700. The soul ring can only absorb at most 1,700 years old. Xiao San, don't try your best. Seeing that the external spirit bone was close in front of his eyes, how could Yi Feng be absorbed by Tang San? No matter what he said today, he couldn't get him to attack this man-faced demon spider. Brother Feng, I can do it, 2,000 years, I'm sure. Tang San said with a firm expression. He knew the reason, but Xiao Wu had already been captured. At this time, a little more strength would give him more hope. For Xiao Wu, he decided to fight. You are sure of the fart? You think the man-faced spider is a coxcomb snake? If you say no, you can't do it. Don't talk nonsense. I will hold it up first. You go after Xiao Wu first, and I will come after you after I get rid of it. Yi Feng was determined not to let him attack the man-faced demon spider's idea, so he did not hesitate to use Xiao Wu to attract Tang San's idea. Sure enough, upon hearing Xiao Wu's name, Tang San fell silent for an instant. He glanced at Yi Feng movedly, nodded fiercely, and chased after Xiao Wu in the direction Xiao Wu left without looking back. Seeing that Tang San ran away, the man-faced demon spider quit and chased after him on 8 legs. Even Yi Feng didn't care. If you want to run, you can't, now you are mine. How could Yi Feng let the man-faced demon spider leave? His eyes changed instantly, and 2 rays of light with a destructive aura shot out from his eyes. Before the man-faced demon spider, after reacting, it has already exploded on it. The strong spiritual power formed a storm of destruction in the head of the man-faced demon spider, causing serious damage to it. Just all of a sudden, the man-faced demon spider's body stiffened, and even the ability to move disappeared. This is Yi Feng's 4th soul skill, Falcon Disillusionment. Falcon's disillusionment pupil can make him emit a ray of destruction, destroy the enemy's mind and destroy the brain. It is also because this soul skill is so powerful that he has never used it on other people. This soul skill can be said to be his hidden trump card. End of this chapter. Chapter 94. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 94. That I got the news very suddenly that it will be on the shelves at 12 noon today. I thought it would be next week, and I didn't have time to prepare the manuscript. After 2 months, Shu's second novel is about to hit the shelves again. I won't say anything about it selling badly. I hope you guys will subscribe enthusiastically. At the same time, I would like to thank many brothers for their rewards, so I won't thank them one by one here. Let's explode. 165255764. End of this chapter. Chapter 95. 8 Spider Lances. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 95. 8 Spider Lances. Taking advantage of its illness to kill it. After using the 4th soul ring technique, Yi Feng did not stop, but used the 5th soul ring technique one after another, bursting in the sky and shadow killing. Yi Feng turned into a phantom, and instantly appeared in front of the man-faced demon spider. With sharp eagle claws, he attacked it back and forth, leaving fatal wounds one after another. Yi Feng knew that there was not much time left for him, and if he continued to delay, the unrivaled dragon snake would appear later. Although they are not afraid of them, they are also troublesome. Boom, with the last blow, the man-faced spider, which was already wounded, was finally killed by him and collapsed on the ground. Following the death of the man-faced demon spider, purple light condensed from its body, finally forming a 1000-year soul ring above its body. It's a pity that Yi Feng doesn't need this soul ring, so he can only waste it. Yi Feng didn't pay attention to the soul ring, but came to the man-faced demon spider and checked it expectantly. After rummaging for a long time, Yi Feng's eyes suddenly lit up, and he finally found the lower abdomen of the man-faced demon spider. In the center of the 8 spear-like spider legs of the man-faced demon spider, a small spider-like spirit bone is shining, especially the 8 spider spears on the spider's body, which are constantly beating like living things. 8 Spider Lance. Yi Feng stretched out his hand and took it out instantly. Being held in Yi Feng's hand, the soul bone seemed to meet a relative, and strong fluctuations spread out, wanting to merge into Yi Feng's body, but Yi Feng knew that the timing was wrong, and hastily put the 8 Spider Lance soul bone into the storage soul guide, but did not absorb it immediately. Just when Yi Feng had just put away the 8 Spider Lance soul bones, there was a sudden movement in the direction where the man-faced demon spider appeared. Looking up, it was Xuantian and Meng Yiyan who met 2 days ago. Beside them, there was also a tall and thin old man. No need to ask, this person must be Long Gong Meng Shu. When they appeared for the first time, their eyes instantly looked at the man-faced demon spider lying on the ground, the purple soul ring in the midair of the man-faced demon spider's body attracted their full attention. How did this happen? Damn it, my man-faced demon spider, who killed my man-faced demon spider? Meng Yiyan exclaimed, exasperated. Boy, did you kill this man-faced demon spider? Duke Long Meng Shu looked at Yi Feng coldly, and the aura of Contra pressed him mercilessly. Say I killed him, what's the problem? Yi Feng looked at Duke Long neither humble nor overbearing. Although Duke Long's powerful aura gave him a certain amount of pressure, it didn't change his color to the extent. After all, let alone Contra, he has seen title Douluo. Ding, facing the powerful aura, your martial spirit surged with anger, resisted with all your strength, and the evolution speed of your martial spirit exploded. 7 out of 10. Good guy, just being suppressed by someone's aura, the martial soul exploded. and the evolution rate was increased by 2 points at once. For a moment, Yifeng raised his head and looked away, signaling with his eyes, "Don't stop." He felt that he should take advantage of Wu Huan's violent temper. Maybe in this way, Wu Huan could evolve faster. Seeing Yifeng winking, Duke Long Mengshu's face darkened, and he asked in a serious tone, "Do you know that in order to hunt and kill this man-faced demon spider, we chased it for a whole day? It is rare, and now it is killed by you. What do you say? Speaking of which, you still have to thank me. If I hadn't killed this man-faced spider, your granddaughter would have died." Yifeng looked at Duke Long Mengshu curiously. "Say, how are you going to repay me? Boy, no one dares to be presumptuous in front of me. Don't think that a little talent is great. Have you ever heard that a genius who hasn't grown up is not a genius?" Duke Long Mengshu laughed angrily, with murderous intent in his eyes. With his strength, he can naturally tell Yifeng's level, and with the wink that the snake woman Zhao Tianxiang gave him just now, he knows who Yifeng is. After all, it can be said that it is unique to be able to become a soul king at the age of 12. "Boy, tell me why my granddaughter can't absorb the spirit ring of the man-faced demon spider. If there is no legitimate reason, I can't spare you today." Zhao Tianxiang also looked at Yifeng coldly, even raising the snake staff in her hand. "Woke up. It seems that you don't know much about soul beasts. Forget it, I will tell you for free. Looking at the length of the legs of this man-faced demon spider, it is obviously a soul beast over 2,000 years old. What do you think? Your granddaughter has this ability to absorb." That Yifeng looked at them leisurely, with a confident look. "You know, he also has a backer. If you want to touch him, you must first consider whether you can bear the revenge of the two-titled Douluo. Moreover, his speed is much faster than that of the man-faced demon spider. If the man-faced demon spider can run away in front of them, of course he can too." "What, is this a 2,000-year soul beast?" That Yifeng's words made Long Gong and Snake Lady turn pale with shock. Meng Yiran shook his head frantically. "No, you must really be lying to us. I don't believe it." "What's there to say? If you don't believe it, you can check it. Although you can't absorb the spirit ring, I believe that checking the age of the spirit ring will not be a problem for you." Yifeng sneered, and didn't bother to say any more. Duke Long Mengshu glanced at Yifeng, and silently came to the soul ring of the man-faced demon spider. With the majestic soul power running, Duke Long Mengshu grabbed the soul ring in his hand in an instant, closed his eyes and began to investigate. It turned out to be a 2,000 soul ring. Under the nervous gaze of Zhao Tianxiang and Meng Yiran, Duke Long Mengshu opened his eyes. He looked up at Yifeng and asked in amazement, "How do you know this is a 2,000-year soul ring?" "Of course you can see it with your eyes," Yifeng said lightly. "Old man, is this really the year 2000 soul ring?" Snake asked in shock. Until now, she didn't feel any fear. Just like what Yifeng said, if they really let their granddaughter absorb this spirit ring, it would really hurt her. Duke Long nodded, his eyes fixed on Yifeng. His face fluctuated. Seeing Duke Long's expression, Yifeng was taken aback for a moment, then became vigilant. This old man, is he playing some bad idea? Sure enough, he felt right. Duke Long was silent for a moment, and suddenly became arrogant. "Boy, although what you said is true, this spirit beast originally belonged to us. No matter what, you stole our prey. Tell me, how do you plan to compensate us?" "Us? Fuck." Yifeng looked at the old man in disbelief and almost became violent. "This guy is completely unreasonable." Yifeng looked at Duke Long silently. "You old guy is shameless." But Duke Long looked at Yifeng calmly, as if besides, the old man was shameless. "Tell me, what exactly do you want?" Yifeng's eyes wandered, and he secretly mobilized his soul power, ready to run away immediately when he saw that the situation was not good. "My request is very simple, I give you two choices." Duke Long also saw Yifeng's small movements, but he didn't take it seriously. He was very confident, no matter what Yifeng wanted to do, it would be useless in front of him. End of this chapter. Chapter 96 Duke Long's Conditions. You are listening at novelfull.audio. What choice? Let's talk about it. Yifeng asked. The two choices I give you are very simple. First, you join my family and become a member of my family. I will use the best resources to train you in the future. Duke Long laughed. What about the second one? Yifeng asked calmly. The second one is easy to say, depending on your age, it is not much different from my granddaughter. If you marry into my Meng family, you will be my grandson in the future. My family will still be a granddaughter. As long as you agree, the position of the head of the family will be in the future. Your grandpa, how could you do this? Meng Yiyan stomped his feet and said in disbelief. Granddaughter, look, this kid is not bad in appearance, he is strong and talented, and he is just right to be my grandson-in-law. Duke Long said with a smile. No, I don't agree. At this moment, Ning Rongrong's voice came from afar. Looking up, Ning Rongrong actually amplified all her soul skills and ran towards them ahead of Zhao Wuji. Seeing that angry look, his face flushed red. Behind her, Zhao Wuji, Dai Mubai and others quickly followed behind. What are you guys? Who gave you the guts to let me, Brother Feng, marry you into your family? Ning Rongrong quickly ran to Yifeng's side, standing in front of Yifeng like a guard. Little girl, what are you, dare to talk to me like this? Ning Rongrong's words made Duke Long's face darken, and no one dared to speak to him like that for a long time. Zhao Waoqi, this is a good student you teach, do you really think we will fail if we are afraid of you? The snake woman Chao Tianxiang's expression was also not looking good. With Duke Long present, she also gained confidence, and no longer took Zhao Waoqi seriously. Seeing the intimacy between Ning Rongrong and Yifeng, Meng Yiran's face turned pale, as if he had been cheated of his feelings, and stared at Yifeng with embarrassment and indignation. If eyes could kill, Yifeng would have died countless times. Senior Long Gong, I respect you as senior, there are some people you can't offend, so be careful what you say. Yifeng pulled Ning Rongrong to the back, and faced Long Gong Meng Shu by himself. Presumptuous, boy, do you really think that you can be presumptuous if someone backs you up? Killing intent emerged in Duke Long's eyes. Since he can't get a genius like Yifeng, then he will be destroyed and he will not be given a chance to grow. You're presumptuous, unrivaled dragon snake, right? When I go back, I'll let my Grandpa Jian and Grandpa Bone beat you to death. Said you bullied me. Being pulled by Yifeng like this, Ning Rongrong became even more excited, hiding behind Yifeng, making faces at them. Since you want to die, then I will fulfill you. Duke Long stretched out his hand, and the crutch with the head of a dragon appeared in his hand, and the 8 spirit rings under his feet rose slowly, and the air around him seemed to freeze. Those with low strength like Oscar felt that it was difficult to breathe. Senior Long, wait a minute. At the critical moment, Zhao Wuji stood up, listen to me. Saying that, Zhao Waoqi hastily stepped forward 2 steps, came to Duke Long's side, and whispered in his ear for a while, although I don't know what Zhao Wuji said, but Duke Long's face turned blue and white and finally withdrew his martial soul in a daze. It seemed that he was not ready to make a move. Old woman, still, let's go. Duke Long glanced at Yifeng with an ugly face, turned around and left without looking back. Just now Zhao Waoqi had told him the identities of Yifeng and Ning Rongrong, the 7 treasures glazed tile school he could not afford to offend, and he was not sure if he wanted to kill people to silence them. After all, Zhao Waoqi was not a vegetarian. If one of them was allowed to escape, the family is over. So after thinking about it, he also admitted it. Chao Tianxiang and Meng Yiran saw that the situation was not right, followed Duke Long's footsteps and left in a hurry, slightly. Watching them leave, Ning Rongrong stuck out her tongue mischievously. Okay, don't be naughty, if you tear your face, it will be troublesome. Yifeng helplessly rubbed Ning Rongrong's head to calm her down. Yifeng, didn't you go chasing Xiao Wu with Tang San, where are they? Watching Duke Long's family leave, Zhao Wuji turned his head and looked at Yifeng and asked. I don't know either. The man-faced demon spider stopped us just now, so I asked Xiao San to chase them first. I don't know what happened to them now. Yifeng spread his hands, expressing his helplessness. Now their goal has been achieved. Tang San and Xiao Wu are no longer in his focus. Then what are you waiting for? Let's go after it. For Tang San and Xiao Wu's comfort, Zhao Wuji was still quite nervous, identified the traces left by the Titan giant ape, and led the crowd to chase after it. As a result, as soon as they set off, they ran into Xiao Wu, who took the initiative to find her. Xiao Wu, why are you back? Are you okay? Seeing Xiao Wu, everyone was overjoyed. You must know that Xiao Wu was captured by the Titan giant ape. They had already given up hope, but now seeing Xiao Wu appear, they were naturally happy. I'm fine. By the way, what about Xiao San, where did he go? Xiao Wu scanned around and found no Tang San, and asked hastily. Didn't Xiao San go looking for you? Why, didn't you meet him? Yi Feng asked. No, where did he go? Let's find him quickly. Hearing that Tang San went looking for her, Xiao Wu became anxious now. Their current position was already deep into the Star-Do Great Forest, the spirit beasts nearby were not weak, and Tang San alone was very dangerous. Okay, everyone follow. Let's talk on the way if we have anything to say. Zhao Waoqi waved his hand and led everyone to move on. Xiao Wu, how did you escape from the giant ape? On the way, Ning Rongrong asked curiously. I don't know what's going on. After the giant ape titan caught me, I heard a bull roaring sound within a short distance. After hearing that sound, the giant ape titan seemed very nervous. After a while, there was another more rapid roar, and the giant ape titan left me and ran away. Xiao Wu told the story she made up with a natural expression. Before she came back, she found an excuse. Although there were some loopholes, it was quite reasonable on the whole. The sound of the bull roaring, could it be the sky blue bull python? Xiao Wu's words made Zhao Wuji stunned for a moment, and then suddenly realized. This makes sense. The only one who can restrain the Titan giant ape is the azure bull python known as the Forest Emperor. Not only that, after the giant ape titan threw me down, it let out a huge roar, as if responding to the roar of the bull, and it stunned me all of a sudden. When I woke up, I found that there were still people nearby. A stunned soul beast, and then I killed it, and its cultivation just broke through level, so I absorbed its soul ring. Xiao Wu showed a smug expression, as if she really got a big deal. Crap, when did you reach level, why don't we know? Looking at Xiao Wu's complacent look, Yi Feng flashed a hint of cunning, and asked. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, after waking up, I found that my level has broken through 30. Xiao Wu hesitated, showing an innocent expression. End of this chapter. Chapter 97 Absorbing 8 Spider Lances. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 97 Absorbing the 8 Spider Lances. Oh my god, Xiao Wu, your luck is too good. Ma Hongjuan's eyes turned red with envy. How could he not be so lucky? Dai Mubai, Oscar and the others also looked at Xiao Wu in shock, expressing envy for her good luck. Only Zhao Wuji thought about it thoughtfully, but in the end he couldn't figure it out, so he just didn't think about it. Anyway, Xiao Wu has returned safely now. As for the others, everyone has their own little secret, so why expose it? Okay, let's quickly find Xiao San. It's not safe for him to stay alone in the Star-Do forest. Zhao Waoqi waved his hand, interrupting their conversation, especially now that it was still night in the Star-Do Great Forest. Tang San's strength was not strong, and if he found it earlier, he would be less dangerous. Following the traces, everyone searched all the way, and finally stopped at the place where Titan Giant Ape and Xiao Wu were reminiscing. This is the last place where the Titan Giant Ape left its mark. Zhao Waoqi glanced around, but found nothing. Then let's look around. Xiao San should not have gone far. Yi Feng suggested. Okay, then let's search separately. 2 people, Yi Feng and Rongrong, Mubai and Fatty, Xiao Wu and Zhuqing, and Xiao Ao and I. No matter if you find it or not, we will go together later. Come back here to gather after burning incense. Seeing that there was no other way, Zhao Waoqi simply followed Yi Feng's suggestion and acted separately. Soon, the group dispersed, and Yi Feng quietly operated the purple demon eyes, leading Ning Rongrong, looking for a trace that Tang San suspected to have left behind. After walking for a while, Yifeng made a discovery. Not far away, there was a sudden smell of blood. When Yifeng and Ning Rongrong approached, they found that it was the corpse of a grimacing demon spider with a purple soul ring floating in the wind. The ghost-faced demon spider is also a very rare spirit beast. It is very similar to the man-faced demon spider. It makes a living by killing other spirit beasts, but it is not as powerful as the man-faced demon spider. Brother Feng. Tang San's voice came from behind a big tree when they were watching the grimacing demon spider. Little San, are you all right? Seeing Tang San's look about to collapse, Yifeng asked concerned. I'm fine, it's just that killing the grimacing demon spider just now consumed too much, and I need to recover. Tang San shook his head and said. Okay, then you can recover with peace of mind. I have good news for you, Xiao Wu has been found. Then, Yifeng told Tang San about Xiao Wu's return, telling him not to worry. Xiao Wu is okay. That's great. Tang San was ecstatic when he got the news of Xiao Wu, but at the same time he felt relieved. Since Xiao San has been found, let's hurry back and join them. Ning Rongrong laughed. Tang San shook his head, said, don't be in a hurry, I just killed a ghost-faced spider, this spirit beast is just right for my third spirit ring, I'm going to absorb it. Okay, then you can stay here with peace of mind. I'll meet them and bring them here to protect you. Yifeng nodded and said to Tang San. It is good. Rongrong, you stay here first, I'll be back soon. Yifeng turned his head and said to Ning Rongrong. Okay, then come back quickly. Ning Rongrong said obediently. Don't worry, it will be soon. After saying this, Yifeng directly activated the first soul ring, his body turned into a phantom, and went to join Zhao Waoqi and others. Yifeng's speed was very fast. When he arrived at the meeting point, Zhao Waoqi and the others hadn't returned yet. After waiting for a short time, they came back one after another, and when they learned that Tang San had been found, they were all very pleasantly surprised. After meeting everyone, a group of people came to the place where Tang San was. At this time, Tang San also had a good rest. When they heard that Tang San personally killed a ghost-faced demon spider, they were very surprised. Ghost-faced demon spider is a very powerful spirit beast, and he never thought he could solve it by himself. Little San, you are very good, don't worry about absorbing the spirit ring, we will protect you. Zhao Wuji also praised. Thank you, Teacher Zhao. Tang San didn't talk nonsense, and immediately stretched out his hand to absorb the ghost-faced spider's spirit ring, sat cross-legged on the ground and started refining. The age of this grimacing demon spider is not very high, only 500 years, but it is just suitable for Tang San. It can be said that Tang San's luck is very good. Sure enough, he is the son of destiny. Even if the man-faced demon spider is robbed by me, he can get other benefits, but I don't know if he will meet the spirit bone later. That looking at Tang San who was absorbing the spirit ring, Yifeng thought to himself. When Tang San was absorbing the spirit ring, Yifeng was not idle either. He found an excuse and came to a place not far from Zhao Wuji and others by himself. In the blink of an eye, he had already taken out the external spirit bone of the 8th spider lance. This soul bone has been vibrating in his storage soul tool for a long time, and Yifeng decided to absorb it first, because it would be a nightmare. As soon as the 8th spider lance spirit bone appeared in his hand, before Yifeng could operate it, it turned into a streamer of light and melted into the body along the skin. In an instant, he only felt a burst of violent energy erupting in his body, especially in the back, causing a severe pain. Following the severe pain, Yifeng's back suddenly exploded, and 4 fist-sized bulges protruded from each side of his back. In this severe pain, the 8 raised bumps burst suddenly, and spider spears more than 1 meter long grew out in the blink of an eye. When the spider spear grew to a length of 1.5 meters, joints appeared at the end, and then extended again, and finally each spider spear grew to a length of 3 meters. None of the spider legs shone with purple light, and the tip of the leg was as sharp as a cone, looking deadly and dangerous. After the 8 spider lances were fully unfolded, it was as if there were 8 more 3-meter-long arms on Yifeng's back, which looked very strange. Ka 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 ka. Yifeng's thoughts turned, and he controlled the 8 spider legs to crawl on the ground and walked slowly for a while. At the beginning, he was not very proficient, like a toddler, walking staggeringly, but as time passed, Yi Feng's speed became faster and faster, and when the last 8 legs moved, there was a burst of excitement. There was a phantom, and the body was like a ghost, flickering. Sure enough, 8 legs can run faster than 2 legs, and they can also be used as weapons. With this one soul bone, my strength has at least increased by half. Wielding the 8 spider lances and performing a burst of 7 kills swordsmanship, Yi Feng took back the external spirit bone in satisfaction. But the only bad thing is that it's a bit expensive for clothes. Yi Feng looked helplessly at the ruined jacket. Fortunately, there were spare clothes in the storage soul guide, otherwise it would be exposed. End of this chapter. Chapter 98 The Stubborn Zhuqing. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After absorbing the external spirit bone, Yi Feng returned to where everyone was. When he came back, Tang San just finished absorbing the spirit ring. A gleam flashed in his eyes. 3 spirit rings, 2 yellow and 1 purple, moved slowly under his feet, making Tang San look mighty and extraordinary. Little dance. Little San. As soon as he stood up, Tang San's eyes were on Xiao Wu. The next moment, Xiao Wu dashed forward, rushed forward and hugged Tang San tightly. Xiao San, I'm sorry for making you worry. I said I would protect you forever. Regardless of the occasion, the two embraced together without any scruples, telling each other how much they missed each other, but they hadn't seen each other for just a few hours, which made people feel as if they had been separated for a long time. I said, you two pay attention to influence, we still have a lot of single dogs here. When Yi Feng said this, Tang San and Xiao Wu blushed. Brother Feng shouldn't be the one to say that, right? Oscar said resentfully for a year. Why shouldn't I say it, am I not single? Yi Feng asked confidently. As soon as these words came out, everyone despised them. Yi Feng was so angry that he wanted to hit someone. Okay, everyone has been delayed all night. Let's leave now and go back to the town to rest. We can go back to the academy tomorrow. This night, first the Titan giant ape appeared, and then he met Dragon Lord Snake, especially Zhao Wuji, who was ravaged by the Titan giant ape, and he was already exhausted. Teacher Zhao, please wait a moment, I'll pack something. Tang San came to the dead grimacing demon spider, and began to recover his hidden weapon. Back then when killing the ghost-faced demon spider, Tang San used his hidden weapons. These hidden weapons were difficult to make, and a little bit could be recycled. Zhao Wuji and others also saw Tang San's movements. Is this the hidden weapon you mentioned? You used this thing to kill the ghost-faced spider? Yes, Teacher Zhao, I call this hidden weapon the godly Zhuge crossbow. Tang San explained. This thing is so small, how can it kill the ghost-faced spider? Oscar looked at the Zhuge godly crossbow curiously. Tang San smiled, and put the collected arrows back into the godly Zhuge crossbow. Don't look at it as small, but it's still very powerful, let me demonstrate it to everyone. With that said, Tang San activated the bracket on the godly Zhuge crossbow, aiming at a big tree nearby. Click, click, there was a crisp mechanical friction sound, and everyone felt a blur in front of them, leaving a row of fine holes on the big tree not far away. In the blink of an eye, even the mighty Zhao Wuji changed color. Everyone curiously came to the big tree, only to see that the big tree that 3 people could hug had already been shot through. Everyone thought to themselves, if facing Tang San's godly Zhuge crossbow, there is no other way but to resist it. Brother Feng, your speed is the fastest. Are you sure you can avoid these hidden weapons of Xiao San? Oscar stroked the tiny holes left on the big tree in shock, and asked Yi Feng curiously. Yi Feng shook his head. If I have prepared in advance, I can dodge it at my speed, but this is the case when we know that Xiao San has a hidden weapon. If it is an unfamiliar person, there is no way to dodge it. Brother Feng is right, my hidden weapon is about suddenness. When the enemy is unprepared, I can deliver a decisive blow. Tang San nodded in agreement. That's also very powerful. Xiao San, no, third brother, do you have many hidden weapons like this? This thing, I can also have some skills. Although it was the first time seeing it, Ning Rongrong had already imagined the value of this hidden weapon. If they can be purchased in large quantities and assembled on the disciples of the Seven Treasure Glazed Tile School, their strength will definitely be greatly improved. You don't need to buy it. If you want it, I'll just give you one later. Of course, you need to prepare the materials yourself. Tang San said generously, to him, although the making of the godly Zhuge crossbow was a bit more complicated. If it was just one piece, he would give it away if he gave it away. Little San, we are good brothers. At this moment, Oscar approached Tang San with a flattering face, looking at him pitifully. Hee, don't worry, we are all partners of the same academy. When we go back, I will give each of you a set. Of course, it's still the same sentence. You pay for the materials yourself, and I will help you make them. Speaking of which, he was still quite poor, and the gold soul coins he earned over the years were used to forge hidden weapons, and he even saved money on food. Third brother is very generous. Ma Hongjun gave him a thumbs up, looking very happy. With just a godly Zhuge crossbow, Tang San instantly gained everyone's favor, and his status also changed from junior third to third elder brother. Talking and joking all the way, everyone left from the Star-Do Great Forest, and after half a day, they finally walked out of the forest. Although the air outside was not as fresh as in the forest, everyone seemed to have lifted a layer of shackles, and the whole person felt a lot more relaxed. On the way, Yifeng glanced at Tang San with a smile. Speaking of hidden weapons, I'm afraid Tang San didn't know that Yifeng had copied his hidden weapon Baijia through Wuhuan. There are not only methods of using hidden weapons, but also a large number of methods of making hidden weapons, and these are all his now, coupled with the other exercises in the Xuantian treasure record. Tang San has already been hollowed out by him, and has no use value. If one day, let Tang San know that he also knows the Kung Fu of Tangmen, what expression will he have? Should he be killed, or should he be regarded as a fellow disciple who also traveled through time? It's a pity that Yifeng is destined not to tell Tang San about these things, so let him be a fool. Later, after he obtained a large amount of soul skills, after fusing them and changing his appearance, even in front of Tang San, he would not be able to recognize them, so he could use them boldly with confidence. Next, everyone returned to the small town, because there were no missions, under the advice of two playful girls, Ning Rongrong and Xiao Wu. Zhao Wuji decided to give them 2 days off. After a few days, because they would face danger at any time in the Star-Do Great Forest, everyone was under a lot of pressure. Fatty, in particular, urgently needs to release his evil fire. In the town for the past 2 days, 3 girls, Ning Rongrong, Xiao Wu, and Zhuqing, played together, while Yifeng was pulled by them to be their bodyguards. Originally Xiao Wu wanted Tang San to accompany her, but this guy was puzzled and refused on the grounds of cultivation. Seeing that Tang San worked so hard, Zhuqing also wanted to stay and practice, but was so entangled by Ning Rongrong and Xiao Wu that he had no choice but to come out to accompany them. In this regard, Yifeng even gave a suggestion: let her take this opportunity to practice dual purpose, practice while doing other things, without delay. Perhaps because of his aptitude, Zhuqing has never been successful in his cultivation method with one mind and 2 tasks. In the end, it was Yifeng who looked at her pitifully, and gave her the method of Qibao Lulazong's distraction control. Brother Feng, I can't take it. This is the inheritance of the 7 Treasure Glazed Tile School, and it's not suitable. That I didn't expect this girl to be quite stubborn, and she didn't want to say anything. End of this chapter. Chapter 99. Zhuqing joins the 7 Treasure Glazed Sect. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 99. Zhuqing joins the 7 Treasure Glazed Tile School. Don't worry, distraction control is not unique to my 7 Treasure Glazed Tile sect, but this soul skill does not have as much effect on other sects as imagined, and it will take a lot of time to practice. The gain outweighs the gain, so eventually it faded away. Yeah, Sister Zhuqing, if you want to focus on 2 things, practicing distraction control is the best way, but this method is too energy intensive and boring. In my opinion, playing should be fun. It cannot be confused with cultivation, otherwise, this life would be too boring. Ning Rongrong said unrequitedly. She has practiced distraction control with Yifeng since she was a child. With her mastery of distraction control, she has reached the point where the 5 orifices are scattered. She wants to practice while playing, which is completely easy, but she just doesn't want to. There is no other reason, but she feels that this is too boring, and distracting control will consume a lot of energy, so she doesn't use it much except for fighting. The persuasion of the two made Zhuqing hesitate, but it's nothing to worry about. If you're really sorry, you might as well join our 7 treasure glazed tile school. Anyway, you didn't join the school. I'm very optimistic about your future. With an idea, Yifeng told Zhuqing his suggestion. In Yifeng's view, among the Shrek's 7 monsters, apart from Oscar, who is worth cultivating, there is only Zhuqing left. Although Zhuqing's talent is a bit inferior, her pursuit of strength surpasses others. This kind of person, as long as he persists, his future achievements will not be bad. Of course, it can't be ruled out that Zhuqing is a beautiful woman, and she has such a plump figure. Join the 7 treasure glazed tile school. That's a good suggestion. Ning Rongrong glared at Yifeng covertly, and moved his fingers to his waist, ready to attack at all times. Don't make trouble. Zhuqing's talent is very good. I won't be surprised even if I reach the title of Douluo. I believe even the teacher will approve of me doing this. Yifeng pushed Ning Rongrong's hand away and held it directly. Zhuqing blinked, and after a moment of silence, he said, "My identity is a bit troublesome. Let's just join the 7 treasure glazed tile school." Hee, what's the trouble? Isn't it the Nether Civic clan of the Star Luo Empire? Although our 7 treasure glazed tile school has good relations with the Heaven Do Empire, we are not the enemy of the Star Luo Empire. Yifeng laughed. Ah, do you know my origin? Zhuqing looked at Yifeng in surprise, his lips parted slightly. Of course, not only do I know your identity, I even know Dai Mubai's identity. He is the 3rd prince of the Star Luo Empire. Because of family struggles, he willingly fell into depravity, fled to Shrek Academy on his stomach, and lived a life of drunken dreams. With the ability of my 7 treasure glazed tile school, it is not difficult to find this point. So, then Zhuqing's eyes flickered, and she suddenly panicked. She didn't want Yifeng to know that he was engaged to Dai Mubai. I know that you came to Shrek Academy because of Dai Mubai, but what's different from him is that you want to resist your own destiny. In fact, as long as you join the 7 treasure glazed tile school, you don't have to worry about other things. Now, with our strength, no one dares to oppress you. Yifeng looked at Zhuqing's ever-changing expression with amused expression. Well, the reason why he tried so hard to persuade Zhuqing was that he didn't want this girl to fall into Dai Mubai's hands. As for whether Yifeng has any other thoughts about her, only God knows. Beside, Ning Rongrong watched the conversation between the two in bewilderment, feeling at a loss, having no idea what they were talking about. Okay, I'll join. Perhaps moved by Yifeng's last words, a flash of determination flashed in Zhuqing's eyes, and he agreed decisively. That's right, believe me, our 7 treasure glazed tile school will not let you down. Yifeng showed a charming smile to Zhuqing. After recruiting Zhuqing, Yifeng naturally would not let Oscar go. I didn't expect Oscar to be more straightforward than Zhuqing. Just a little mention from Yifeng. Oscar agreed sensibly. Okay. My teacher will go to Shrek Academy in 2 days. Then I will tell him. With your qualifications, I believe he will focus on training you. Yifeng patted Oscar on the shoulder and said with satisfaction. It's thanks to Brother Feng's care, otherwise I wouldn't have this chance. Oscar said with a flattering smile. No problem, I will cover you from now on. Now, Yifeng is more satisfied with him. After leaving Oscar's room, Yifeng came to Zhuqing's room and taught her the cultivation method of distraction control. This time they were lucky, the hotel had plenty of rooms, and everyone had a single room. For the first time alone in a room with Zhuqing, Yifeng was a little embarrassed. Zhuqing was even more unbearable, probably because of the attraction of the martial soul. When she saw Yifeng, she became short of breath, her face was tense, and she no longer had the usual indifference. Cough. Zhuqing, let me teach you how to control distraction first. Yifeng touched his nose, his voice was a little dry, his eyes unconsciously glanced at the place where Zhuqing attracted attention. although Zhuqing is only 12 years old now, it seems that this girl has developed very well, and she bears a weight that she shouldn't have to bear at such a young age. Of course Zhuqing noticed Yifeng's gaze, but she wasn't as angry as usual. She just turned sideways in embarrassment to prevent Yifeng from peeking, but Zhuqing's figure, no matter how she blocks it, Yifeng can always grasp the key points and feast his eyes. Ahem. There are 5 realms of distraction control, namely, the heart of 3 apertures, the heart of 4 apertures, the heart of 5 apertures, the heart of 6 apertures, and the mind of 7 apertures. Each state represents the ability to simultaneously control the number of soul skills and the number of simultaneous releases. Following Yifeng's narration, Zhuqing also disregarded the charming atmosphere, and earnestly studied the cultivation method of distraction control. No matter what, becoming stronger has always been her goal. Now that she has the opportunity to become stronger, she will naturally not miss it. It is true that distraction control will not make her stronger, but with distraction control, she can practice continuously. Although it is impossible to practice for 24 hours, it is still possible to practice for more than 10 hours. It can be said that except for sleeping, she can practice at other times. The method of distraction control is not complicated, and it didn't take long for Yifeng to finish teaching it. "Brother Feng, why do you help me like this?" Zhuqing asked with a complicated expression. "It's nothing, I just want to help you." Yifeng stood up and said relaxedly. "Is it just like that?" Zhuqing looked at Yifeng stubbornly, as if asking. Then what else?" Yifeng was a little frightened by the girl's boldness. "Do you have any thoughts about me?" End of this chapter. Chapter 100 Planning Ice and Fire to Yiyan. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 100 Planning the Eye of Ice and Fire. "Do you have any thoughts about me?" Zhuqing's words startled Yifeng. "I'm not, I don't talk nonsense." Yifeng shook his head repeatedly, and waved his hands to deny. "How is it possible? I appreciate it. Do you understand appreciation?" "Oh, man." Zhuqing showed disdainful eyes. "Little girl, you are playing with fire." Yifeng gritted his teeth and looked at Zhuqing, wishing to put her to death immediately. "I think you are a coward, you dare not even say you like someone." Zhuqing continued to provoke Yifeng. "Okay, you're right, I'm just greedy for your body." Looking at Zhuqing's stubborn eyes, Yifeng suddenly smiled. "But you are too young, just wait, I will eat you up sooner or later." "Okay, I'll wait." Zhuqing puffed out his chest, pretending to be strong, but the red earlobes had already betrayed her. "Then it's settled." Yifeng took a deep look at Zhuqing, then turned and left her room. He was afraid that if he stayed any longer, an unforgivable mistake would happen. After all, she is mature, but after all, she is only 12 years old. No matter how beastly he is, he will not attack at this time. Anyway, there will be opportunities in the future. When he returned to his room, he found that Ning Rongrong was sitting on his bed and kicking his feet bored. "Rongrong, why are you here?" Yifeng was taken aback for a moment, and then felt guilty. "Humph, of course you don't want me to come. Did you go to Zhuqing just now?" Ning Rongrong looked at Yifeng aggrievedly and asked. "Well, I went to find her. Didn't I agree to teach her distraction control? It just so happens that I have time, so I'll just teach her." Yifeng touched his nose with a natural expression. "Humph, I knew." Although he guessed what Yifeng was doing, Ning Rongrong couldn't say anything, and just stared at him dissatisfied. "Tell me, what can you do with me?" Yifeng waved his hand and changed the subject. Hearing this, Ning Rongrong finally became serious. "I want to discuss Tang San's hidden weapons with you. His hidden weapons are very powerful. If we can buy them in large quantities, it will be of great help to our 7-treasure glazed tile school. Of course, it would be even better if we can find a way to obtain the hidden weapons. It's just that I don't have much hope for getting the production method from Tang San's appearance." "You're right. With Tang San's temperament, we don't need to think about the production method, but we can study it ourselves. We lack everything but money, so we can spend a lot of money to buy some hidden weapons from Tang San. Anyway, he lack of money, I believe he will agree. In fact, Yifeng already knew the method of making hidden weapons, but there was no justifiable reason to take them out. Waiting for a little longer, he can say that he learned it by himself after studying Tang San's hidden weapons. Even Tang San couldn't reason, moreover, buying from Tang San also has the meaning of making up for it. He copied so many exercises from Tang San, although people don't know, but he did benefit, this is undeniable, and with the Qibao Glazed tile Sect's family background, money is really just a number. It was rumored outside that the 7-treasure Glazed tile Sect possessed wealth that rivaled any nation. This was not a fiction, but a real fact. It's just that Ning Fengji is relatively low-key, and there are 2 titled Douluo, sword Douluo and bone Douluo, so people dare not make up their minds. Then I'll talk to him tomorrow. With Yifeng's affirmation, Ning Rongrong showed a bright smile on his face. Okay, let's talk if we can agree, let's talk if we don't agree. Didn't he say that he would give us one? If he disagrees, we can study it ourselves. It's just a hidden weapon, and it's not a complicated thing. Yifeng remained indifferent to this. With Tang San's hidden weapons have no secrets in front of him. Early the next morning, Zhao Waoqi left the town with Yifeng and others. In the evening, they finally returned to Shrek Academy. Ah, I'm finally back, it feels so good to be home. Ma Hongjun exaggeratedly opened his hands and shouted loudly. Kid, please keep your voice down, it's so late, don't disturb others. Zhao Wuji glared at him, then turned to everyone and said, you guys go back to rest first, and gather on time tomorrow morning. After a day's driving, everyone was tired. Hearing this, they cheered and went to their own dormitories. Third brother, wait a minute, I have something I want to discuss with you. Tang San just turned around when Ning Rongrong stopped him. What's the matter, Rongrong? Tang San looked at Yifeng suspiciously, and then asked. Don't look at me, Rongrong is looking for you. Yifeng shrugged, saying that this matter has nothing to do with him. Can we talk alone? Ning Rongrong smiled. Rongrong, what do you want to talk about, can I listen? Xiao Wu looked at Ning Rongrong curiously, not understanding why she was looking for Tang San. Don't worry, I'll just talk to your mistress about the hidden weapon, nothing else. Ning Rongrong laughed. Hidden weapon? Then let's talk over there. Tang San's eyes flashed at Ning Rongrong's words, and he pointed to the edge of the playground. Seeing Ning Rongrong discussing business with Tang San in a serious manner, Yifeng took a look and was not ready to pay attention. If you can achieve success, forget it. If you can't, just give it to Ning Rongrong's training. Brother Feng, are you leaving like this? Seeing that Yifeng was about to leave, Xiao Wu called him back. Yes, what's the matter? That Yifeng turned around and asked puzzledly. Aren't you worried at all? Xiao Wu pointed at Yifeng in surprise. Hey, I have nothing to worry about. I'm afraid you're the one who's really worried. Okay, let's be good. I'm going back to the dormitory to sleep. See you tomorrow. Yifeng waved his hand, turned and left. Seeing Yifeng not worried at all, Xiao Wu stomped her feet angrily. Back in the dormitory, Yifeng began to think about the next arrangement. Originally, when he entered Shrek, his purpose was to copy Tang San's soul skills, and let Ning Rongrong occupy a spot by the way, so that she could get the fairy grass from Tang San. The first goal has now been completed ahead of schedule. He has copied all of Tang Sanhui's soul skills. The next thing is to let these soul skills cultivate automatically. So he doesn't have to worry about it. As for the second purpose, it was overfulfilled. Compared with getting the fairy grass from Tang San, it was better to hold the fairy grass in his own hands. During this period of time, he had obtained the knowledge of immortal grass from Tang San. He believed that he could recognize most of the fairy grasses in the eyes of Binghuo Liangyi. Even if he didn't know him, he could ask Tang San later. So the next step is to think about how to get the fairy grass in the eyes of Binghuo Liangyi. One must know that the Binghuo Liangjian is now owned by Dugu Bo. After much deliberation, Yifeng finally decided to ask Sword Douluo and Bone Douluo for help. Dugu Bo is a title Douluo. With his current small stature, he is not capable of confronting him. End of this chapter.